Hi Libras, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards really good. I'm going to give it 3 more shuffles and a cut. Get that thumb protector on all the way. 3 more shuffles and a cut. And it's a 2-part reading. It's a weekly. And here we go. First part. For Libras, what can they expect coming up? Ooh. What can they expect here? Okay, Libras. The overall energy of your reading is the 6 of Cups. Well, that is soul energy. This surrounds the whole reading. You might have known someone since childhood. Either way, you've known them in previous lifetimes before. This is a soulmate connection, surrounds this whole reading. Up here in your highest energy, the 8 of Cups, it looks like you walked away from something. And it had to do with love because it left you very confused. I had the 7 of Cups right next to the 8 of Cups in your highest energy. So you have a lot of confusion about love. About what does it really look like? What does it really feel like? Why do I always get these cups of love that already have something in them? There's been heartbreak. This is what you walked away from too. You walked away from what looks like it might have been a third-party situation. Whatever it was really broke your heart. This is the 3 of Swords. And there's a lot of cards for heartbreak and anxiety and everything else. But usually when this card comes up, there might have been someone else involved. I'm wondering if it was this soulmate. I'm not sure. It surrounds the whole reading. I'm not sure. Let's keep reading. We have the 10 of Wands. Well, that's good, actually. It means by walking away, you've left a burden behind. And that allows you to drop those wands. There's no 11 of Wands. It's not the 9 of Wands. So the 10, it's time that those wands start to fall off, start to drop away, and that burden gets lifted. Yeah, I believe it's a soulmate that you walked away from. I believe it's a soulmate that caused the burden. I believe it's a soulmate that is causing the confusion in love, and that broke your heart. This 6 of Cups is right under the 7 of Cups. So you got the 6, the 7, and the 8 of Cups here. And, yeah, you know, it feels like it started off really good. They're presenting, if you look at this card of the 6 of Cups, that cup that's being offered has a flower in it. So I think there was good intentions, but it just didn't turn out well. It's next to the Emperor. The Emperor is right under the 3 of Swords, right next to the 6 of Cups. The Emperor, the energy of the Emperor is very stubborn, very set in their ways. It's sort of like, you may have even, felt like, well, it's their way or the highway. They're the type of person sometimes that put their foot down and, demand that things go their way or that you see things their way. It's really hard to change their mind about something once their mind is made up. They like to be a leader. They like to be a leader a lot of times at work. They like things to be their idea. They like to get the credit. They have a lot of that going on in their personality. But they are very well liked and well respected by others. It's usually those that are the closest to them that know this other side of them. This is separately, this is the card for Aries. So Aries be in your chart, maybe in the reading, around this reading someplace. Maybe the soulmate's, zodiac sign. Regardless, whether they're in Aries or not, they carry the energy of the Emperor. So it feels like they were pretty rigid. And they were rigid about love. I mean, they handed this cup. It started out well. Boy, did it become a burden. So under the Ten of Wands, I have the Knight of Wands. This is part of that heavy burden that you were carrying. They had a way of running in and out of your life. Now, the Emperor is male or female. Doesn't have to be a male. But they run in with the staff of new beginnings. They run out with the staff of passion. So it's like, and it's over and over. As many times as you'll let them do it, they will do that. That's their nature. That's what they do. They run in and out of your life. They can change. They don't always change or anything like that. But this is what caused the walking away, the confusion in love. They are a soulmate, regardless of how they were acting, regardless of what has happened. They were a soulmate, and that was the attraction that you had for each other. It's next to the Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Wands, they run away from the commitment. They run away from stability and security in a soulmate relationship, or any relationship for that matter. If it gets to be too close, they run away. So Libras, this has happened, and it looks like you walked away from it. Now, I have the Nine of Pentacles here. You decide to take charge, become yourself again, to create your own stability, your own security. It's under the Emperor. I think by them, their actions has actually empowered you to become yourself again. By walking away, you've empowered yourself to become yourself again. This Nine of Pentacles is a card of self-confidence, security, and stability. You can rely on yourself, and it's happiness. It's solidity. You're grounded. You've got that pentacle. You've got it anyway, with or without them. And it looks like it's without them. Let me take out more cards for Libra's reading here. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh my gosh. Okay, so up here in your highest energy, Libras, is the Eight of Pentacles. This is next to the Three of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles is you are willing to work on this relationship. You're willing to focus on it. Now, instead, you've worked on yourself. By walking away, this is who you ended up focusing on, was you. That is great. I'm glad that you're able to do that. You have entered or are entering a whole new life cycle. By you, you worked on this. You worked to get this whole new life cycle. The whole thing that happened here that you've gotten behind you was a spiritual lesson. And I think the spiritual lesson is about recognizing, for one thing, that you're not receiving love, that somebody, even if they're a soulmate, we all have lots of soulmates out there. A lot of people don't understand that. There's soulmates everywhere. Everywhere you go, you've lived lifetimes. You've known people in a lot of different characters. Good, bad, and the ugly, you know? And there's always a connection when you look into somebody's eyes with a soulmate. You feel like you've already known them. That was the connection with this person, with this Emperor. They ran in and out of your life, okay? Caused a heavy burden. And all this is a spiritual lesson for you. There's something that you needed to learn out of this. And I think it was how to put yourself first. Because you have. You've focused. You've worked. You're entering a new life cycle. And once you enter that new life cycle, I think it's lesson learned. Under the Eight of Pentacles is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, you know, it's near the Emperor. You have the whole world in your hands and available to you, but you're not quite sure how you want to move forward. You know, you want to move forward. You're just not quite sure yet how to do that in this reading. You're confused. You're weighing the pros and cons. I don't, I got the King of Wands over here. This possible fire energy next to the confusion and under the Judgment card. The King of Wands, male or female, is a possible fire energy. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Might be in your chart, might be in somebody else's chart around this reading. But this King of Wands holds a staff of new beginnings. I wonder if it's the Knight of Wands that is growing. But I can't really tell from these cards if that is exactly the case. But there is a new beginning coming up. This is right under your Judgment. Right next to being undecided about where to go in your world, what to do next. There's a new beginning on the horizon. This might be someone coming in. And if it is someone coming in, it might be whoever was the Knight of Wands might have grown up or changed. The Emperor, it might be. It might. I'm not saying it is, but it might. Either way you look at it, this is a new beginning. You're moving forward into a new life cycle. So here's that tower. There's a tower moment. It's under this, looking out there over the world, having the whole world in your hands, looking out there wondering, not knowing, being confused on what way to go, what to do next, Now that you have total control over yourself, you have your own security, your own stability, your self-confidence, and this tower moment still comes into play. You're trying not to focus on it. You're trying to block that whole issue of the walking away, the tower moment of walking away. This is the Seven of Wands. You're trying to block the confusion that you feel, and you're also trying to block... There's something here that has not been revealed yet. And I think it comes from the King of Wands. Whether they are the same person or not, they might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or might have it in their chart someplace. They have the staff of new beginnings. I think it's going to come as a surprise to you, Libra. This is the Moon card. This is the card for Pisces. The Pisces might be involved in this reading. This is about things being exposed. Night turning to day. Truth coming out from behind all the lies. Something is going to happen. From looking at this reading, and I think it's connected to the Tower. I think this whole reading is connected together in such a way that you don't really know why you haven't really moved forward. You have healed. You have become yourself again here. You've gotten over and past. You've gotten past this Three of Swords. You're putting down the heavy burden of this relationship that was there from a soulmate that ran in and out of your life. You created your own stability and security. You're moving into a whole new life cycle. It was all a spiritual lesson from the universe. So now you have your power. You have your world. You're a little bit confused on, which way to go with this. There is a fresh start here. But this Tower is still in your mind. This Tower moment has not vanished. It hasn't gone away. You're trying to block thinking about the Tower moment. You're blocking anyone. No, there isn't anybody who can come into your life with a new staff of new beginnings right now because you would block it. Because you don't want any more Tower moments. But there is a surprise. There is something that has not come to light that is going to come to light. And I think it has to do with the King of Wands. So it's not over yet, Libras. So this was your reading, and thank you for watching Universal Guidance.